Hey guys, welcome to TFT Online. My name is Derek Torvik, and today we are going over Koryo, which is our black belt form. Let's get started. Starting here, we're going to start as usual in our chariot. A, go to Chun-B. Hey! Now from here, we're going to come up into upright stance. Feet are shoulder width apart, toes straight forward. Our hand positions, our fingers are going to be together and our thumbs are actually going to be out, just like this. Our hands are going to be directly parallel. Our arms are not on this part. Okay, but your hands from your wrist to the tips of your fingers, they need to be parallel. Okay, so facing directly towards each other, about 4 inches apart. We're going to start here in the middle. We're going to slowly come up, just like this. When we get about to our torso, we are going to push our hands out and stop about midway. Okay, this is what it looks like to the side. I'm not going straight out like that. My fingers up. Stopping about midway like this, but my arms are past 90 degrees, meaning that they are bigger angles than 90 degrees. Okay, so back in my upright stance, I'm stopping here in the middle. My first move, I'm going to step to the left into back stance with my left leg, make sure it's narrow, with a knife hand block, just like this. From here, with my back leg, I'm going to turn into side stance, rather reverse side stance, and do a low side kick and another side kick to the midsection here, turning into reverse front stance and landing into a wide reverse front stance with a chop and a punch. That's going to be a front arm chop and a reverse punch. Now with my right leg, I'm going to step into back stance with an inside lock with my front arm. From here, I'm going to then pivot my back foot, push off with my front foot, which is my right, and land into another back stance facing now the right side with a knife. From here, again, same thing, same combo as last time. Turn, do my side kick with a chop and a reverse punch. Then pivoting my back, stepping in with my left into back stance with an inside block, and now turning to the front with my left leg into front stance with a downward chop. This is basically a downward block with a blade hand, okay? So downward chop. From here, I'm going to do a throat grab with my back arm, front kick with the right, land in reverse front stance, and downward chop. Throat grab, front kick, downward chop, throat grab, front kick, downward chop. At this point, you should be in reverse front stance with your right arm down in your chop position, your low chop position. Now from here, I'm going to do a leg break. Leg break, you're going to grab, you're going to put your both fingers or both hands into a C position. If you were to put them together, it would make an O, okay? So you're going to put your hand in that position, extend out low, just like I have it here, as you chamber your other hand in that same position, up high, and do a leg break. So you're grabbing their heel here, you're pulling it up as you snap their knee backwards with your other hand. Okay, so coming here, coming high, and extending low just like this. This other hand is coming parallel to the ground right here, and underneath the front arm here. Or actually, this is the back arm, so you're using your back arm for the actual break. Now take your left leg, you're going to swing it clockwise, not swing it, but you're going to carry it clockwise to this side, and still stay in reverse front stance, now facing the back. While you do that, you're going to turn and do a double low block. I know you can't see the position right now, so whenever I start the form again next time, facing the opposite direction, I'll explain what it looks like and how to do it. to do your double low block. Now from here, you're going to transition to a double fist, do a front kick with your back leg, landing in front stance again, doing another leg break. So grabbing with your front arm low, and chambering with your back arm and doing your break with your back arm. Then from here, you're going to slide back with your front foot into walking stance. The positions are very similar to front stance, but it's just real small. So my front leg heel is lined up with my back leg front toe, or big toe. So when I do this, I'm doing another double low block towards the front here, towards the back of me. Then I'm going to pivot my left foot. My next direction is going to be that way, but I'm going to go counterclockwise, 270 degrees into side stance with a single arm knife block, single hand knife block. Then you're going to grab, turning your palm to the inside, doing a head punch all the way up, bringing your hands back to your belts, just like this, then executing your side kick to the midsection, landing in reverse front stance facing the opposite direction, and you're landing that with a spear hand to the groin of your opponent. Okay? So, my side kick, I land, and I'm bringing this hand up to my shoulder to protect. From here, I'm actually already doing my chamber for my downward block, which I'm about to go into. I slide up with my back leg into upright stance, do a downward block with my right arm, then step forward again in walking stance here. Check your positions with a parry strike, which is an open-handed palm strike. Pivoting with my right foot, lifting that heel up, I'm going to do a cross elbow. This turn is actually going to carry me into my next step into side stance with an elbow to the side, fingers high. Okay, these fingers high. Just like that. Now I'm going to start that whole sequence over. I'm going to do my knife block, my single hand knife block. I'm going to grab palm to the inside. I'm going to punch to my hand. Okay, I'm not bringing my hand back. My hand stays right where it is. I might bend it just a tiny bit. I'm bringing my fist up to my hand. I'm crossing in front, bringing my hand to my belt, then going into my side kick, landing, whoops, sorry, that's supposed to be a fist, landing in front stance facing the opposite direction that I was just going, sliding up into my walking stance with the downward block, stepping forward into walking stance, parry strike, open-handed palm strike, to the bottom here. Then I'm going to lift my back heel up for my cross elbow, which is going across the side here. I'm going to then pivot my front foot, step into side stance, elbow with my fingers high, and then step back left to right, and extend my arms above my head. Now my left palm is going to be facing out in a fist. My right hand is facing to my left, that way, which is the left side of the room. Okay, so I extend up high just like this. Now from here, I'm going to extend out, keeping my arms slightly bent, coming around. Notice how I'm going to rotate this palm to the outside, or actually up rather. Come around to the front and bring my fist to my palm. Okay? From here, I'm going to take my left leg back, turn into front stance with a chop and a low chop with that left arm. Stepping forward into reverse front stance with an inverted chop and low chop with that same arm. Step forward into front stance, inverted chop, low chop, and then our last step is going to step forward with our right leg into reverse front stance, throat grab with a loud key up there, taking our left leg around into upright stance, bringing my hands to the center. Again, hands are parallel, together, about 4 inches apart. Slowly come up to sternum height or chest height, and then push forward as if you're holding a pole. You're pushing forward. Stop about midway. go to chariot, and then kunye. Alright, so now we're facing the opposite direction I was facing last time. We'll be facing that way, that will be the front, this will be the left side, right side, back, and then the corners are according to those sides. So, front right, front left, and back right. I'm going to be starting here, close to the right side of the left section, okay? About on this intersection where the mats meet. I'm going to again start in chariot and do my kunye, go chumbi, hey! Now from here, I am going to go into my upright position, so I can start last time. Hands come to the center, thumbs out, fingers together about 4 inches apart. Bring them up to the chest, and then push them out as if you're holding a pole and you're pushing that pole away from you, stopping about midway out. Not extending the arms all the way. From here, I'm going to step into back stance with the knife. Then I'm going to go into a low side kick to the knee, and then a side kick to the midsection. There, turn, land in reverse front stance with a chop and a punch. From here, step your right leg into your back stance position, so you're stepping that right leg in with an inside block. Now pivoting your left foot first, which is your back foot, pushing off, chambering my hands as I'm transitioning my stance, landing in back stance with my knife, now going to the right side. I'm going to turn all the way around, using my back leg to do a side kick and high side kick, landing with my chop and my punch. Now stepping left leg into the inside in line with my back, into my back stance with an inside block, really strong here going across. Now stepping to my left, stepping towards the back with a downward block, blade hand, with a downward chop. From here I'm going to grab, do my throat grab, front kick, downward chop, throat grab, front kick, downward chop, throat grab, front kick, downward chop, and then grab for the leg break with your front arm, chamber with your left, where you're going to bring your front arm underneath your left arm and execute your break. Right there, nice and strong. Left leg is going to go counterclockwise into reverse front stance with a double low block. This block is going to come undone. It's going to unfold right here, there. It's going to end up parallel with the other arm and parallel with the ground in the ribs. So I'm not going wide as my hips. I'm going into the ribs. So they're actually pretty narrow. From here, do my double fist, front kick, grab, chamber, strike. Keep that really strong. Slide back into your walking stance. Keep your knee bent here in the front. Do your double low block. Keep it parallel with each other and the ground. Now my next direction is going to be that wall. But how I get there is I'm going to take my right leg, carry it counterclockwise again. Do my single hand knife block. Grab, palm to the inside. Bring my hand up to I'll bring my fist up to my hand. Cross in front, bring my hand to my belt. Do my side kick. Landing the opposite direction with my spear hand to the groin. Now I'm going to slide up into walking stance, downward block, step forward with my parry strike, and then pivoting with my back foot, doing my elbow across the face, it's cross elbow, stepping with my right into side stance, with elbow to the side, and then starting over my sequence. So, single hand knife block, grab, punch, notice how I'm bringing my fist up to my hand, cross in front, bring to the belts. Keep this foot planted. Your side kick, strong, and your spear hand to the groin. Keeping this other hand across the chest. Slide up with your downward block. Then your parry strike going across. Elbow, cross elbow there. Step into your side stance with your elbow. Step left to right, both hands go above the head, extending and turning your left palm to the front, extending out to the sides, keep your arms slightly bent. Around, turn your palm again to the front or up, and then bring your palm and fist together. Now step your left leg around with a standard chop and a downward chop. Now stepping forward with the right leg, inverted chop with the front arm, downward chop. Now stepping forward with the left, inverted chop, downward chop. And our last step is going to be partnered with our throw grab and key up. Hey! Now from here, you're going to step your left close to your right into your upright stance. Hands are going to come together just like the beginning. Come up to your chest and then push out. Stop midway and then go to chariot and kunye.